The USA Pro Cycling Challenge heading towards Denver on Sunday with the fourth stage start from Avon as it headed now to Steamboat Springs. 82.8 miles on the menu for the riders today, and the people of Steamboat Springs were ready to welcome the event. At the start though in Avon, it was the new yellow jersey signing in first, Levi Leipheimer.
Levi Leipheimer followed up onto the podium by Cadel Evans, the recent winner for Australia of the Tour de France this year, lying currently in a lowly 7th place in the overall standings, just a couple of places behind his own teammate George Hincapie.
Leipheimer, who'd taken the lead in the time trial in Vale the day before, was now ready to try and defend it, something nobody had done so far in this week of the event. The rollout time, goodbye to Avon, who'd made a really good show of the start, and a nice crowd sending the riders on the way. Not a particularly hilly route, this one, although they undulate and they're always well above sea level, between 6,000 and 7,000 feet every day. The sprinters, though, were feeling it might be their day, but first of all, the breakaway getting clear. Acevedo, Denifel, Montoya getting into the move, and very soon they will be joined by two other riders who quickly left the bunch.
Yeah, two riders from the same team, Team Type 1, Rubens Bertogliati and Vladimir Efimkin of Russia, and Team Type 1 as well, and they got across the gap to form a 5-man leading group.
Underneath the shadow of Finger Mountain here, the riders in the peloton chatting here in the blue jersey. TJ Van Garderen, he lost his yellow jersey in the time trial by just 17 seconds to Levi Leipheimer. Christian van der Velde, he lost the time trial by 58/100ths of a second, but he's still now in second place in this race, 11 seconds off the lead, with the yellow jersey being claimed yesterday by Levi Leipheimer.
Well, with the 5 men in the breakaway, no real threat in the overall standings to Levi Leipheimer. He left his team a little bit off the front of the main field, leaving it up to others. But when they came to the sprint in Oak Creek, in fact, it was Stefan Denifel who got himself the maximum points there. But the main field were really now starting to rip up the pacemaking. And it was the American team, Team Exergy, who were doing the big pacemaking on the front.
Through Oak Creek, they were only a minute behind the leaders. There were signs of cracking up in that front breakaway now. The pressure was really on. Speeds were up to 30+ miles an hour. Only 3 of the 5 leaders were left as Steamboat Springs came on to the horizon. Then they were all together inside 4 kilometers from the finish. The field were on to Highway 40 heading into Steamboat.
And it was all going to be about the sprint, and when they came into the sprint it was a little bit disorganized to begin with, but watch out for the team there in the lime green jerseys of Liquigas Cannondale. Yes, it might be an Italian team, but it has an American sponsor. George Hincapie on the far side in the right in the green jersey, he also thought he was going to get the win, but watch out right down the middle.
A perfect lead out here for Daniel Oss as he moves over, then Viviani makes his dash for the line coming down the centre of the road, challenged by Michael Morkov from Denmark. And it wasn't to be, because Viviani got his 5th win of the year. He was absolutely delighted because all of the plans worked to perfection. They led the chase, they led the lead out, and they won the day.
Yeah, with a man that's only just 22 years of age. But all of the riders finished in the main pack and were given the same time, so there's no change at all in the overall standings. And yes, Viviani got himself the stage win, but Levi Leipheimer remains in yellow.
Welcomed by a huge crowd in Steamboat Springs, Levi Leipheimer becomes the first rider this week to successfully defend his overall lead, and if he gets his way, he'll keep it all the way to Denver. Time to check out a Stetson here for Elia Viviani. Very, very happy he got a sprint win for his half Italian and half American team there, Liquigas Cannondale. Situation unchanged overall. Leipheimer has retained all of his 11 seconds over Van der Velde, 17 on Van Garderen, 21 on Tommy Danielson, and 53 on George Hincapie, who completes the top 5. Rafael Infantino in 6th place, Cadel Evans 7th. The top 10 completed by Rory Sutherland, the Australian who races for the American United Healthcare team. He's 150 down, but that's the one they want. The Quiznos leaders yellow jersey for the first time this week being put on the shoulders of the same man. Levi Leipheimer now has to defend this lead for just 2 more days, as tomorrow we go to Breckenridge, and on the last day we'll be down to Denver.
Your yellow Quiznos race leaders jersey.